Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. ohiostacker here with you tonight. So this video is going to be different than what you've been seeing of me doing some coin box searches. So what I have here now is we are going to melt ourselves some copper. So I've got our furnace, it's heating up. I'm going to get up to 1120 degrees Celsius. Now this furnace does go in Celsius, some maybe go in Fahrenheit, but this one again is Celsius. It is emptied. I have nothing in there right now. As you can tell, this furnace and this crucible here has gotten several uses out of it. I got some old copper piping here, as well as some old bars I never really did much with that got big hole that I'm going to go ahead and remelt. And I'm going to melt some heart designs, a star, a different type of heart here. Guys, now when you melt copper, you want to go ahead and make sure you have the right protective gear on. So again, I'm going to use a respirator here, get this thing all wiped up a little bit. It's been a little bit while since I've used it. Also, I got myself some gloves here. These will protect my hands and my arms against the heat. I am working on a workbench, so there's a whole lot of other stuff behind it, but I've got some heat reflective sheet metal behind me. Actually, that's how it's going to help defer the heat a little bit too. So let me go ahead and get this thing filled up with some copper, get the thing melted down, and then show you how we go ahead and pour ourselves some copper hearts, copper bars, whatever we decide to get into. All right guys, so we're getting closer up to the temperature here. We're just about 100 degrees away or so. Let's go ahead and peek inside and kind of see where we're at. All right, so it's definitely getting nice and hot. It's glowing red, a little bit of blue flame in there. Still not melted down to the point where we need it yet, so let's wait a little bit longer, get this thing up to full temperature, give it a few minutes at that temperature to go ahead and liquefy, and then we'll go ahead and add in some more copper, get this tube filled up so we can do ourselves some pours. All right guys, so we are just about up to temperature here. It is glowing hot, so it is melted down a little bit. So let's go ahead and add some more copper in here. Get this thing a little bit more full of some pieces here. Just kind of go ahead and get it filled up. That way, when we do pour, we can do multiple pours, one after another. That way it doesn't take as long to melt and get ready for the next pour. Again, always make sure you have a glove on, some type of protective covering. So get this thing filled up, guys, and I'll bring you back in when we're adding some more copper. All right, guys, so got my respirator on. We was at temperature here. I've got the mold heated up inside. So let's go ahead and take that off, make our first pour here. Always stick that back inside, let it warm up while you're getting your copper out. As it's cooling down, go ahead and take your tongs and get it out of there. I just want to scoot this one to the side for now. That way we can go ahead and do a second pour. Well, that one's got some really nice lines to it, I can already tell. Go ahead and get it out of there so it cools off a little bit. There we go. Pick these up. Let me go ahead and grab a different tool here. We'll pick it up. Quench it in the water. Grab our other one. Go ahead and let that cool off a bit before you reach your hand in there. So let's go ahead. I'm going to add some more copper and bring it back in once we're ready to pour again. All right, guys, we're back up to temperature. I'm going to pour a couple more parts in this mold here, and then I'm going to do this decorative one here for a couple more pours once I get that heated up. There we go. That one was a little bit more stuck than the rest, but we got her out. That one's a little bit heavy too, but should be all right within what range I want it to be. And I want it to be in somewhere around the range of 1.5 to 2 ounces of copper. So there's those. Let's go and get that out of the way. While it's still nice and hot. There we go, guys. Let's go ahead. I'll warm up the next mold and I'll bring you back in for that. All right, guys, we got the new mold heated up. Let's go ahead and pour ourselves the remainder of the copper that's in this crucible. All right, let's go ahead and pour some more while it's still melted. Let's check how much copper we got left here in the tube. We got enough for another pour at least. All right, that should be good for now. Let's go ahead and let the rest of that heat up, melt down. Pull off our tool. So go ahead and put these all right, guys. So the next step that I want to do, I'll finish pouring off the rest of the copper off camera. I'll bring you in to show you how I clean these up in the rock tumbler. All right, guys, so here is the next step when I do the copper pours. Is I've got my tumbler here. I've got 1 pound of steel shot, just different sizes and designs, I guess, pieces in there of steel shot. So here's what we've poured last night. So what I'll go ahead and do is I've got this pre-mixed solution here. It's a little bit of water plus some cleaner, and just pour a little bit in here, just about you know, halfway, 3/4 of the way or so. Go ahead and get in just you know, let's do 4 pieces. You don't want to make it too heavy because once it's on the tumbler, you know, it could fall down or something like that. So let's just go ahead and just drop in 4 of these copper hearts. That should be okay with the weight. We'll get the lid on here, just like so. Metal lid. Make sure it's down. Then we got this little screwed on piece here. Go ahead and make sure that's good and tight. You don't want this thing coming loose or leaking while it's on the tumbler. So it's good and tight here. I just kind of give it a little shake just to kind of get it started. Put that thing on the tumbler, center it, hit start, and I let this thing tumble for about 2 hours. go ahead and pop it out and we'll see what we got. All right, let's go ahead and stop this. See what we got here. Let's get into the lid. Maybe a little difficult to do with one hand here, guys. Let's go ahead and pop this up. There we go. And let's go ahead and see inside the solution what our copper hearts look like. All right, very nice and shiny, as you can tell. Nothing like what they used to look like with all dark and burn up metal. Awesome. All right, that's pretty much going to be the end of this, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these cleaned up. Guys, if you've liked this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, man, I'd really appreciate if you go ahead and subscribe to my channel too. So, guys, look out for some more videos of possibly more copper heart melts and or some more coin roll hunting. You guys have a great one.